Star Trek Strange New Worlds has to do one big thing for Season 5's ending plan to happen. Strange New Worlds has become a beacon of classic Star Trek optimism in a modern era of darker sci-fi storytelling. Seasons 1 through 4 have expertly balanced episodic adventures with the slow burn arcs of Captain Pike, Spock, and Number 1, delivering a series that feels both nostalgic and fresh. Yet, as fans eagerly anticipate Season 5, one thing is clear. For the show to pull off its planned ending, a conclusion that is both emotionally satisfying and canonically faithful, it has to do one very big thing. That one thing is this: fully embrace the inevitability of Pike's fate while giving the crew space to evolve in ways that feel earned. Let's unpack why this is the hinge point on which everything turns. Fans know from Star Trek lore that Pike's story is tragically fixed. We've seen the premonitions in The Cage, and the more recent callback in Strange New Worlds itself. Pike is destined to be severely injured in a mission that leaves him unable to command Starfleet. This knowledge has always hung over the series like a ticking clock, but the show has so far treated this as background tension, a looming shadow rather than a central narrative driver. Season 5 must confront this directly. Not only that, it needs to explore how the crew prepares for life after Pike. Captain Pike is the heart of the series. His moral compass, charisma, and humanity anchor the Enterprise. Yet if the show wants to reach the ambitious ending fans expect, it cannot shy away from depicting the emotional, logistical, and ethical implications of losing him. This is about more than just a dramatic moment. It's about giving the characters depth, showing the ripple effects of inevitable tragedy on those who care most about him. What would this look like? First, the series needs to build toward Pike's fateful mission with careful, deliberate tension. Episodes leading up to this should highlight Pike's personal growth and relationships, particularly with Spock, Number 1, and Lon. Each of these dynamics can be subtly layered to prepare viewers for the emotional impact without undercutting the suspense. For example, Spock's ongoing struggle with human emotion and Vulcan logic will reach a crescendo when he is forced to confront the limits of his captain's life. Similarly, Number 1's stoic professionalism will face a personal reckoning, revealing layers of vulnerability that have long been hinted at but never fully explored. Second, Season 5 needs to use Pike's premonitions creatively. These visions shouldn't just be ominous set pieces. They must act as a narrative device that drives character decisions. Will Pike take risks knowing his fate? Will the crew act differently because of their awareness of his destiny? This interplay between foreknowledge and choice can elevate the season from merely episodic adventures to a profound meditation on courage, mortality, and duty. Third, the show must think carefully about pacing. The finale cannot feel rushed, and the seeds of Pike's eventual fate need to be planted early in the season. Subtle foreshadowing through dialogue, mission outcomes, and even the cinematography will make the ultimate sacrifice feel earned rather than forced. For a series that prides itself on careful world-building and character-driven storytelling, this is non-negotiable. But here's the twist that makes this one big thing so critical. Embracing Pike's fate doesn't mean the series has to lose hope. Strange New Worlds has always been about optimism, about exploring the unknown while staying true to the humanistic values at the core of Star Trek. Season 5 must show that the end of Pike's command is not the end of the Enterprise's journey. The show needs to chart the evolution of the crew, preparing the ground for a new command structure while honoring the legacy of the captain who inspired them. This dual focus, loss and growth, is what will make the ending feel both shocking and inevitable, poignant and satisfying. Finally, the series has a unique opportunity to set up canonical touchpoints for the broader Star Trek timeline. By carefully managing Pike's exit and the crew's response, the writers can smoothly transition into the timeline that fans already know from TOS. But more than that, they can make Season 5 feel like a critical story in its own right, an emotionally resonant chapter that deepens our understanding of Starfleet and its ideals. The balance between legacy and originality is delicate, but if handled well, it could make Strange New Worlds Season 5 the most compelling season yet. In short, for Strange New Worlds to pull off its ending, it must confront the inevitable while embracing evolution. The series needs to show Pike's fate not as a tragic footnote, but as the emotional crucible through which the crew, and the show itself, reaches its full potential. Foreshadowing, character development, moral dilemmas, and heartfelt goodbyes are all tools to craft a finale that feels both inevitable and surprising. Season 5 is not just about the end of a captain's journey. It's about the beginning of a new chapter for the Enterprise and her crew. If the show commits to this one big thing, it can deliver a finale that is worthy of Star Trek's legacy. bold, hopeful, and